There we go. I hope it works then. Du-du-du. I should actually put a schedule as well, just in case, Because let's just say that I'm not really good with stuff like this. Review scaling, lock, open search projector, search projector. Alright, always on top. Alright. Mm-hmm. Alright, it's done now. It can be done well. And we go and just learn to GDScript from zero. We need to continue from Big Ben, alright? Oh shit. Continua. I wanted to study Godot because. Oh! Welcome, Chubappa! Welcome, welcome! Thank you for the headpad, super hyper! So, what I'm trying to do today is to learn the Godot by watching and playing with this game called Learn to Code from Zero with Godot. It's a really nice and neat game that was developed by GD Quest. So, if you want me to actually send the link, do tell me. I'll just send it later in the description, or just send it away anytime you guys want to play the game to learn how to make the game. Exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. That's so smart of them. But yeah, we already read all these kind of big scrolling, scrolling what's in name, kind of big essay. So what I want to do is, I did all of them before, but I want to do it again to refresh my mind. So, what code is like tells about how the coding progress project is about your mindset as an independent programmer. And basically, I repeat it again, but basically, coding is like translating your human language in something that the computer can actually understand in the way that is 0 1 0 0 0 1, like that matrix sort of filter with green numbers that are just made up of binary, such as 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1. But yeah, that's the gist of it. The computer needs exact instructions, and because the PC doesn't know the computer, doesn't understand where the location, or doesn't even have physicality in its body in the realm where you guys live as human beings. So yeah, you actually need to tell them, like as if the computer has no self-awareness of how it looks like or what property it has. It has a big screen, which is usually like your tablet or the screen that you are using to watch me, your demon, fault experiencing demon for now. I hope to become a tutelary one day just by doing these preparatory learning stuff such as coding game box. So, so let's see. Mm, how do you give instruction to a computer? This is a quiz that allows you to understand and make mistakes. And you know how mistakes always help you to actually learn more. Oh, hello, Mr. Morgan. Welcome, welcome. I actually doing a review of my past learning from other video VODs. So I'm trying to understand what kind of falling I fall into as streamers go, and that is because I'm really bad at summarizing, and instead I just go for circles and running around without a deadline. Deadline. But I'm a demon, a food experienced demon who wants to become a tutelary spirit. Then I need to do my best to become your tutor, a tutor from hell. Well, I hope I can bring you to heaven or at least to earth. At least, at least. But yeah, welcome, welcome, Chubappo and Mr. Mugen. So, the computer always does exactly what you tell it to because it doesn't know or doesn't understand how to interpret something because it is not human. It has no reference point of being a human being. So it cannot gauge your same feelings since it has no reference as itself is not a human or has no life. That is what computers are. Mhm. I dare say that I remember there was this manga that was airing, no, not airing, that was running on Shonen Jump, and it was about what it was the name? Manga about a female cyber artificial intelligence that spies on a boy whose father is in the military, but she kills. I kind of spoiled. She kills. Let's see. Shonen Jump. Alright. Yeah, alright, found it. The manga name is Deep Raputa, I think so. Deep Raputa. Manga reading. I don't suggest to read it, but at the same time I do. So you might like it. Yeah, it's always odd to hear people say computer don't do what we want. It's all that they can do. Yeah, you must have given an input to actually have made them do something. Computer make me game, please. That's not good to say. It's like you're asking them to make money from the tree. Like the saying, you want me to appear gold from the air, just as alchemists would feign to do to not ignorant people, from misknowers, misbelievers. But yeah, let's see. Let me see. I want to continue this reading of Deep Raputa. But otherwise, let me continue on the review of the Godot first lesson in GD Quest application that we made. Let's see. For now, we want to give you a sense of what a computer code looks like. And so, how would you give instruction to a computer? You need to use a programming language and precise instructions instead of using prose in a purple way in Shakespearean English. Well, you can do that, but I wouldn't suggest it because the programming language would be incredibly confused even more than normal English current speakers. Alright, here we go. Using a programming language and precise instructions. Computers don't understand natural languages like English to make them undo anything. You need to give them precise instructions they understand using a programming language. Alright. But yeah, in this course in that this application says about that it will promise to deliver your its own understanding logic to your brain is this. Because GDScript, which is the programming language specific to the engine of Godot, which has less feature than a general language, which will make you feel like, oh god, I need to learn everything. But because it's trimmed down into one single language, although you can use other language program, of course, in Godot. In GDScript, the language of Godot, you actually can use it for programming for much faster loading, apparently. So you can use it within the Godot game engine to create games and applications, just like Dome Keeper and Brotato. This one doesn't really help a lot. The engineers at Tesla also use it for their car dashboard. Oh yeah, by the way, did you know that there is a new sponsorship from some kind of um, franchise about the gaming, writing? No, not writing. Gaming first person shooter? Oh, hello! Zoink. Hey, you dickhead. And hello, peacemaker Nuna. God damn it, a fucking fountain. But yeah, welcome. But yeah, what was it that I wanted to say? Oh yeah, sponsorship to Godot from FPS shooter, first person shooter. Sponsor. Alright. Alright. Godot. Sponsorship from Godot, recent. JetBrains. It's JetBrains, probably. We will welcome JetBrains as platinum sponsors of the Godot Foundation. Yeah? But this is not it. But it's another Godot. Yeah, it's probably JetBrains, is it? I'm kind of happy for Godot. But otherwise, understandable. Well, not really. I don't understand much about money. And that's a flaw that I have for so long that I want to remedy right now. Well, currently. Right now, it's too fast and furious for me. But yeah, let's see. Let's go back to this. Since most programming languages are similar, so if you learn GDScript, you can also spot the similarities and differences between GDScript, JavaScript, and Python. Because we have a similar syntax, I guess, or at least the similar logic, but with different words. Like you say, for example, hawks in English, but in Italian you say falco. Like in Attack on Titan kind of character, for example. If we come back with pop culture recent trending name that appears by some nowadays millennials even, that they call their child as Naruto even, or Sasuke. No, I mean, Sasuke is understandable, but Naruto, well, Naruto is also possible, but we're not even Japanese. So, uh, what happens when your name is taken by a popular cartoon anime character? Damn it. When I think about it, there was this guy called Patrick, and everyone calling him Patrick the Starfish. And I think, oh man, I'm going to die inside, but at least he can clap his cheek just fine. So yeah. Anyway, Speaking of stuff like wording, in the code, in the same code in the free languages like GDScript, JavaScript, and Python, you can see that the red part is always the same because it means that you are blocking out one task. One here is take damage is the name of the task or what you want to teach your computer in the through the game engine to do. So whenever you take damage, for example, from being touched by some enemy NPC in a top-down game, you can see that take damage in blue is always the name, the handle, let's say it. I don't know what's the real name in programming terminology. And then you see that the red part means that this is a function or a definition. Simply put is a way to say your task, that is, whenever you get touched or hit by a top-down, in a top-down view of a character, of a monster, you kinda get health is equals in or minus the amount that is here in the parameter 2. That is means it has an estimated range between an amount from 0 to 10, for example, and it says health uguale equals minus the amount. Health is probably the big filled up green health bar of your health points, and equals and minus amount means you take as much amount you write here, which is a range or parameter, we say in coding, as much as it takes off from the health bar. So, if the health is minor than 0, if it reaches 0 or it goes below 0, you die, but you are not killed. Because you just died by yourself. Stupid. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah. So the blockout, not blackout, sorry. The blockout of you take amount of damage and it drain your health bar. Then if the health is minus than 0, you just die. This is the blockout that works as a task for that you can just be represented as a whole two-step sequence into one single step or single instruction. Function take damage and the amount is estimated between a range. So it's called a parameter for this reason. It doesn't look that different between all these free codes, does it? It's just the syntax is different. For example, in GDScript and in Python, you open the block out and then you put an indent here with space with a tab, pressing the tab key on the keyboard, and then you write health minus all the blah 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 block out. And whenever you open the what's the name of this symbol? What's the name of this symbol? Sorry. With the two dots. Colon? No, is it not? Is it colon? Ah, well. The two dots. And then you always need to put another another indent. And you press the space key, tab. Alright. Instead, in JavaScript is different. You need to place a space and then place a paragraph. How do you call this? Curled parentheses? Curled parentheses? This one? Oh my goodness. Oh, a colon? Alright. Thank you so much. So the semicolon is the one that is... Or is it semicomma? Colon? Oh! Alright. colon and semicolon. Alright, alright, I learned this. Thank you so much, Mr. Mugen. Alright, thank you, thank you. Let me drink a bit of water. So, it doesn't look that different, does it, between the three languages? Are programming languages all completely different? If you start one language and then want to learn another, will you have to start from scratch? Nope, they have many similarities. Mhm. So, most programming languages build upon the same idea on how to program. As a result, they are mostly similar. It's not to say that all languages are the same, though. Some offer a really unique syntax and require a completely different mindset compared to GDScript. Yep. Alright. However, languages like GDScript, Python, JavaScript, C++, and C Sharp, and many others build upon a similar programming philosophy, or mindset, or logic even, philone So this is how Godot, or the founder of this developing learning game, tells you that we designed it for absolute beginners, this course. But you already know another language, it can be a fun way to get started with Godot. Learning always takes time and practice, so you better do it much again now, as I'm doing right now. So let's see. Okay, let's start with your first error. Let me read it all from the start because I don't remember freaking hell from it. Alright. Your first error. When you program, you're bound to run into errors, tons of them, but you shouldn't worry. On the computer, errors are a good thing. Yes, you will encounter errors, and that's okay. Every programmer does, especially professional. At school, maybe you learned that mistakes are a bad thing. When you code at something, it's not the case. Errors help you write correct programs because we show you what is wrong in your programs in the first place. So you don't need to waste time, but you are alarmed from it, so you might waste time to actually find the error, but it should be able to tell you where it is already. So, the function mode already exists in this class at line 22. Alright. At line 22, but then it's up to you to know how to correct it. Alright, at least in GDScript, in Godot game engine. Making errors is friendlier. Error messages can look a bit cryptic. This is because they are designed by programmers for trained programmers. Oh yeah. We added an error translation is up, but to help you get started. It shows you why an error happens and what the message means. It also gives you some tips on how to fix it. Alright. The function mode already exists in the class at line 22. Oh, it can be confusing, but in American English. Oh, this is about the curly parentheses. Parentheses, brackets, and braces. Oh. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Brits call brackets and square brackets, so depends on who you talk to sometimes. Huh. Alright. The parentheses can be called in different ways in American English. For example, as Mr. Miguel said, you can say it's parentheses when it's a circle bracket, or it's a square bracket as simply brackets in American English, or braces or curly brackets in American English, of course. while the Britbongs call the cool, no, the circle parentheses, brackets, just as brackets, and the square brackets for the brackets in American English. God damn it, I felt like I had dash income here right now. So it depends on who, as Mr. Mugen says, on who you talk to sometimes. Alright, time to dox all the Britbong and the Americans kind of speakers this way. American, American woman, something like that. Yeah, that's why it can be confusing since you see it called differently all the time. Gotcha! Rainbow, gotcha! Why, thank you for using it in such an apt context. I really love it. Thank you for using it, using the emote right now. Because I feel like I got gotcha'd. Gotcha'd. Oh yeah, oh, it's your favorite? I'm so happy then. It's thanks to a friend of mine called Pain Talks, who actually made lots of things with this kind of setup where they will create a circle with dot eyes and a small mouth and really stick for hands, and I would sometimes draw their character as a tin man as appearing a rainbow. Ta-da! Something like that. Man, so nostalgic. With parentheses or bracket modes? Yeah, right. Exactly right. Oh shit. Alright. Wait. I think I'm getting confused on something. Alright. But yeah, it's making errors friendlier when you actually encounter one. Error messages can look a bit cryptic. This is because they are designed for programmers, for trainer programmers. Hell yeah. We had an error translator in this app to help you get started. Oh, we'll tell you why you made a mistake. Nice! You know, in the real world, I bet you guys are always confused because you weren't supposed to say this or do that when everyone else could, but you don't know why you made it wrong or why you were able to do it right. So you need a translator from real world to actual some abstract theory from the Platonic ideals. So it's my help that you need. Kinda, sort of. I cannot, no comment from me. I have the reviews of a 3.2 stars on my index research. So let's see. The function mode already exists in this class at line 22. Oh man, alright. Why this happens? When you have a error in line 22 in the function move, it says that you are trying to define a function or variable that already exists, and you cannot do that. You cannot define a function or variable that already know what it is. Like, you can say that I really love cheesecake with, what's the name? With Lamponi Mirtilli. Leaving Enjo a positive review after 3. Why, thank you. No, you're flattering me too much. Stop it. Stop it for real. But yeah. So, perhaps the function or variable already exists in the current code file, but may also be in a parent class that this script code extends. And how to fix this? If I click here, it says, wait, let me drink water. When that happens, you need to either rename your function or variable to one that will not collide with an existing one or remove this line of code. To complement limit per stream it is. Yes. Thank you. Also, be careful about gifting me too much. I still feel bad about it, but also incredibly happy, but also making my head really fucking bloated and stupid even more than usual. So you're making me lose face by making me too happily stupid. So thank you so much again. But please beware of your spending limits, seriously. If anything, when I make my own game, I hope that I can make it affordable enough and it will be enough for you to give the game around and then leave a bad review on me to critically anally review it. Big ego angel can have more than to come. Yeah, exactly right. If there is a third, it's kind of more troublesome, alright? But it's not the one third, and it wasn't that much. I just wanted to celebrate you getting monetized. I don't know. Makes me feel guilty, but also I don't know why. It makes me so happy, but at the same time, thank you so much. But please beware your spending limits, okay? But thank you for wanting to celebrate me getting monetized. I actually didn't expect anyone to care about it. Since I actually turned it on the first time and I thought, oh, I got disappointed the first time. So I shouldn't really expect much more it. And when you come and just make an avalanche of gift and that makes me feel wow. Like maybe I need to some bit of sadness to feel joy or happiness to feel it even more strongly. But at the same time, that's why you need to feed back like leaks, pipe and leaks from anime and manga escalation from back then from shonen manga. Ain't you really talks like I got a yacht? Ugh. No. I mean, you kinda did. Because my mama is seriously thinking, oh, you actually can make money from this? Alright, have more time with this. And that's why I can actually stream so much more. Also because of other stuff, like I wanted to learn how to program. And that is a decoy to actually learn and to apply it again to my uni course, university stuff that I wanted to try again. I appreciate you. I should appreciate you guys. The problem is, will I still remember you when the time comes? I guess there is this mistake or this kind of fear that I have where I leave people behind, and I would never forgive myself if I would leave someone behind me. Since, yeah. But I probably will never forget you guys, especially when times like this. It's for this reason that I'm trying to never hop channels again on YouTube lest I delete the old VODs from Twitch streaming. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you too, Mugen, says Chubapo. And Chubapo says Mr. Mugen. Thanks, bro. We both like and just stream. Her thought the process is really interesting to listen to, and the rambles were fun to listen to. Why, thank you. To be honest, I always been called a yapper or a Reddit poster or a really spammer, so it makes me really happy that I became such a streamer. Maybe I just needed to try many ways to figure out how to make my yapping stream work. But at the same time, I'm really thankful. Thank you. But seriously, before your money, seriously, I want to at least make some kind of hold some kind of I don't know, events for people that are just giving away their money without me doing anything for them. So thank you so much. At the same time, hmm, I don't know. Take a nap, alright? Remember to drink water. Also, now that I think about it, I just need to take redeems. If possible, use the redeems as well. Even if I'm not sure if I can actually see them from my overlay software. I watched you for years. You say like you did not. But I didn't stream so much. I streamed like how many times? You can count when on like a free pair of hands, I guess. So it's only stretch it out over timing. But anyway, let's go back because I'm embarrassed now. But yeah. Mm. Error messages are designed on purpose by fellow programmers who came before you. They are your predecessor, your antenati, your old, what's the name? How do you call ancient beings from the past that helps you even now in the future to make you catch your errors before you fall in some error. Oh fuck! A fucking mosquito! Sorry, never mind. But yeah, you shouldn't think of errors as failures. We are like mentors helping you from the past. Exactly right. Importantly, errors won't break your computer. At least not with GDScript because it's a pretty safe language. Yeah, they won't break your computer, probably. Just you and me and Dan Chubapo. We'll say nice thing about Angel behind my back so she won't get embarrassed. Please don't even bring it up then. But thank you. I'm really thankful. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if you guys like Discord, but I have a Discord and I'm holding some watching events in these incoming 3 days. Well, it's mostly really cringe yet free type of anime and Disney film and Arknights. Well, Arknights is its own category. It's mostly because I cannot play or be able to understand how to resource manage the actual operators from the gacha game itself. So yeah, I'm going to say many nice things behind your back. Deadly tired serious. Very funny joke. Thank you, Chubapo. I hold you on that. Oh yeah, you shouldn't think of errors as failures. So ultimately, you want to fix all the errors in your program and understanding what is causing the errors with the help of the message where they alert you when you're making errors is the key to fixing them. That's why the GDScript Foundation is going to help you with this coding program application game. So yeah, are errors a good or bad thing in code? They're good. We're here to help. But they are bad because it means you're making mistakes and that's why you're bad. Yep. So pay attention to your errors and do your best to read and understand them so you can learn from them. With experience, you learn how to make your code work more reliable thanks to error messages. The only way to not make mistake is do nothing, for that will be also a mistake in itself. Yeah, that's the only one single mistake. The biggest mistake of all because it's the void of it encompasses everything. And inside the void, everything is a race against time to fill it up. That is life, isn't it? To make it matter in the void. But I think it's because it's in the nothing that you can see what is really precious and what you value. So the void matters just like as a limiter or a litmus test to see what you really care about or take notice to. So yeah, no mistake, just happy accident. And that's true as well. And that's true as well. That's true as well. Maybe the greatest happiness is to make accident and be lucky. But at the same time, feel carefree and not be worried about the infinite void, the boundless void. So maybe we are always in the void, but we still matter. Do you understand? As you humans believe, like, I agree actually. There are no meaningless things because meaning is what people give to things that are important to them. Exactly right. It's like a battle of ideas, concept, battle of concepts. Alright. Okay, so let's see an error in action, for example, a happy accident. Once again, click the practice button below to face your first real error. Fix your first error. There is an error in this code. We need you to fix it. You are being summoned to be the fixer. Okay, oh shit. It's a funny slideshow as a transition. Alright. This code is wrong. This code is wrong and it says so because it will cause an error when you run it. And you see here, I'm blocking it. The error indented block expected after declaration of this code is wrong function is missing because there is no return. It's like you ghosted someone that asked you something and then you didn't return the call, so they're left aimless. But unlike real humans, PC or computers don't have their own thoughts, so we need to run in an error forever in a loop. So let's see. Oh, this is why Clank. No, I shouldn't say that word, or he better will bonk me. A karate chop my head again. So let's see. Let's see what it says to do. As a goal, this code is incorrect and will cause an error when you try to run it. This is the premise. And the code defines an empty function named this code is wrong. But the function is empty and there is no way to stop it to actually put the repeating verse of saying this code is wrong, 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 wrong. So, even if you press the run button, it says here that the indented block that is expected here after the declaration of this code is wrong, function is missing, you need to just remove something. You just need to make something appear like return, make it appear a colored and not a grayed out text. Even pass can be done, isn't it? Be careful not to remove the spacing before return because it's the indent tab. Yep. Let's see if I can do. It can be return or maybe let me try pass. Yeah, even pass can work. Pass allows you to actually ignore and avoid these what's the name function and what's the name while return is used for something that you want to return back. Pass is when you say, oh no, this is gonna be for the one next to me, pass. So yeah, well done. You completed the practice. Stay and play around or continue the course. Let's continue. How much time has it passed? Because I'm just studying with bits by lesson. So I think I'll stop there for this one and just thank you all for coming to my stream in the first place. You don't know how happy you make me even if I never ever, how can I say it? I never ever actually stream for a long time and I never schedule it, so you make me so happy by checking me out. But yeah, thank you all for coming to my stream. For coming. Thanks for streaming. Why, thank you. And remember to say everything or nothing even with Chubapo back to my back. And be dead, deadly serious about it, Chubapo. Mm. Why, thank you all for coming to my stream. I close now. So, bye bye. Oh, yeah. If you want to, I cannot promise I can actually hold and host the events or watching the movies, the series or episodes, and Arc Nights in my Discord server. But that's up to you guys, alright? Thank you all for coming to my stream. I'll see you maybe next time. And now, please do rest a bit and drink water too. Take a nap if possible as well, if you're a multiphasic sleeper. But yeah, have a good day. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. I join later if I remember. No worries, no pressure. This way, if I miss it by reality inconveniences, I'll just say, oh, at least Yubappo won't be disappointed. No worries. No worries, Mr. Mugen. Bye bye. Ciao ciao. Ciao ciao.